Hello everybody, thank you so much for pressing play on my video today. My name is Sharleen from stampwithshar.com and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the US. I'm so excited you could join us today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you have not yet subscribed, you can do so by hitting that red subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that little bell that will notify you every time I upload a video. This is our project for today. It's a super cute little money holder, and it's been a long time since I've made one of these, and you want to stick around to the end because I'm going to show you how to custom make an envelope as well. So let's get started. Our supplies we're going to need for today, I am using the Perennial Essence Designer Series paper. I have a piece of paper that I took from my printer. It's just a scrap piece of paper, printer paper. We will be using some tear and tape. I am also using my detailed trio punch. I will also be using the pretty label punch. Now you can use any of the label punches for this. And that's basically to create this little hole over here. You could use a circle punch as well, any punch that you have available. So we're going to do some scoring. Now, if you miss any of these measurements, I will have a written detailed description over on my website, which I will have the link down in the description. And if you click on that, that's going to head you on over to my post. So I'm using my Stampin' trimmer. This has retired. You can use any paper cutter you have, and we need to do some scoring. Our designer series paper measures 8 inches by 8 3/8, and we need to do some scoring. So with the 8 3/8 inch along the top, we are going to score this at 2 3/4. And we are going to score this at 5 5/8. Now 5 5/8 is 2 tick marks after the ½ inch. So you got your ½ inch, and then you're going to count 1, 2. Then you're going to rotate it with the 8 inch along the top, and we are going to score this at 3/4 inch. And we're going to score this at 7 1/4. Now, if you wanted, you could score this at 3/4, rotate it 180, and score it at 3/4 again. And then we need to do cutting. So we're going to cut away these 2 rectangles and these 2 rectangles, leaving the middle rectangles. So again, I'm going to line this up at 3/4 inch. Let me move my blade. And I'm going to cut up, and I'm going to stop at that horizontal score line. I'm going to pick up my trimmer blade. I'm going to line it at, 2 3/4, and I'm going to cut up. And what you're doing is you're cutting these end tabs, and you're going to do the same. You're going to line it up at 3/4, and you are going to cut up. Now you can do this with your paper snips. You do not have to do it with your trimmer. I just find it a little bit easier. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to round all these corners using my punch. On these guys here, I'm just going to cut them like that. And now we can fold and burnish our score lines. Now you're going to want to punch, and again I'm using that pretty label punch, and you're just going to eyeball it. I'm now going to add my tear and tape. I've got my pick me up tool. And that is your money purse wallet. And then your money is just going to fit in like so. And now we are going to create the envelope you need for this little guy. So I've got my Stampin' trimmer. I've got my piece of paper from the printer, and this piece measures 7 inches by 8.5. And so with the 8.5 along the top, we are going to score this at 7/8 of an inch. So that's 2 tick marks before the 1 inch mark. And then we're going to score this at 7 5/8. So 7.5, and then 2 tick marks after the half is 7 5/8. Then we are going to rotate it so that the 7 inches along the top, and we are going to score this at 1 7/8. And again, that's 2 tick marks before the 1 inch. No, 1 7/8 before the 2 inch. So it's 2 tick marks before the 2 inch. That's 1 7/8. And then we need to score this at 5 1/8. So 5 1/8 is 1 2 tick marks. And again, and then we need to do cutting. So we're going to cut away these 2 rectangles and these 2 rectangles, leaving the middle rectangles. So again, I'm going to line this up. You're going to miter these tabs. And you can now fold and burnish. You are going to add a little tear and tape. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. That way you don't miss my next video. And if you're in the US and you're interested in any of the products that I use in today's video, I will have them linked down in the description below. And I hope to see you back here on Friday. What I like to do when I create an envelope like this is I will take tear and tape and just leave it across the top. I will not remove this backing until I'm ready to seal my envelope. But yeah, super cute project. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a great Wednesday. We'll see you back here on Friday. Take care.